Paralives is coming out really soon and I'm basically counting down the days at this point. So let's go through 5 features that I'm really looking forward to in this game. The first feature I'm keen for is building without a grid. So we're going to be able to place walls basically wherever we want instead of being forced to stick to a 1x1 grid. This is going to open up so many extra building opportunities, especially if you want to recreate something in real life. It's so hard to recreate a real life house in The Sims because you end up with certain sections being too wide or too narrow and it doesn't really translate well on an exact grid. So the fact that we can put walls wherever we want is going to be awesome. We're also going to be able to make curved walls and also angled walls that aren't stuck to a defined angle. So this is just going to make everything so customizable and it's going to be so much fun seeing all of the creative builds that everyone makes when this game comes out. The next feature I'm excited for is object resizing. We saw in previous Paralives videos that we can resize things like windows, couches, tables, beds, and even lighting where we saw them make ceiling lights longer. I feel like modders are going to go crazy with this one. It just kind of feels like there's so many possibilities with this. But even in the base game itself, the fact that we can make objects wider or narrower is pretty amazing. I'm so curious what the kinds of objects this applies to and what the limitations are. Like how far can you stretch a dining table or a couch? There's also the ability to raise and lower the height of objects, which we saw when they were decorating the exterior of one of the houses. This is something we do have in The Sims 4, but it's kind of clunky because the height increments are a little bit too far apart, and you can use little hacks to make it a bit more exact, but it's great that Paralives has a more flexible version of this without having to go to all that extra effort. It looks way smoother and nicer to use. I can't do a list like this and not mention the color wheel. So as a Sims 3 player, this is not really something that's new to me, but it's really great that we're going to be able to recolor everything and use different patterns. It's going to make dressing the parafolk so much more pleasant because we can make things match exactly the way we want. And also in build mode, we can finally have matching wood grain in things like tables and chairs from different sets. And we'll also be able to make bedding the exact shade we want. So making things like pillows and blankets a different color separately to the actual bed frame itself. It's going to be so good. I don't know exactly how this one's going to work, but in The Sims 3 we could do things like make a dress out of bricks. I do wonder if Paralives is going to let us make some absolute monstrosities like that as well. But yeah, we'll just have to see. It's going to be fun playing around with all the different patterns and colors. Then there's the height slider. This is so simple, but none of the Sims games actually have this unless you count that stretch skeleton cheat in The Sims 2, which was honestly kind of horrifying, but in the best way possible. I really hope the animations actually work properly on this, and I also wonder if height is going to be genetic as well. Like, can you inherit being tall from your parents? I feel like it just seems a lot more realistic as well to have parafolk that are all different heights. I do wonder as well if parafolk are going to be able to grow taller between life stages. So like once you're a teenager, you slowly grow from your child height to your adult height over time. That'll be really cool to see. And even if that's not actually in the game, I feel like that's something that modders will be able to do pretty easily. But yeah, either way, it's really cool that we're going to be able to adjust the heights of all of the characters. This last one I wasn't really sure if I should include or not because it's technically not part of the early access version that we're getting in December, but it is planned to come out at some point during early access. But anyway, this is the tool to edit and create towns. How exciting is that? We're going to be able to make our own neighborhoods. I don't think there's a whole lot of information on what this is going to look like, but I do hope it's going to be easy to use. We did have the official Create a World tool in The Sims 3, but it was permanently left in a beta state and it's not very user-friendly. Somehow heaps of creators have still built some amazing worlds for The Sims 3, and honestly I'm in awe at some of the worlds I've seen. They're just amazing. The custom worlds just add so much to gameplay, especially when people build things like save files for custom worlds. It's just going to be amazing to see what people end up building for Paralives. I'm hoping we'll get some really good terrain tools and road tools, and I also wonder how it's going to work with building things like community lots as well, and also what kind of objects are we going to be able to place down in the world as well after we've built it. But yeah, we'll just have to keep our eyes peeled for this one because it's not coming straight away. I just hope we don't have to wait too long, but I do understand this is quite a complex thing to add in. Like, building a world is complex enough, but then building tools so that other people can build worlds, like, yeah, that's got to be a lot of work. So yeah, those are the things I'm really looking forward to. Obviously there's tons more features that are coming as well, so let me know in the comments what you're excited to see. But bye for now, I'll see you in the next one.